For a long time, God has been patient with the world, especially with the Western world. Uh, I, I know for a fact that in the States, children used to be taught how to pray. They used to be taught the Lord's Prayer in the schools. And now imagine going to the school and talking about Jesus Yeshua. That's a dream come true for many countries that they have never heard about Jesus Yeshua. But now we are in the age of woke people and other immorality and corruption taking place all around the world. And I know for a fact that even in other European countries, like in the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Holland, there was a lot of faith involved, in maybe in 70s or 50s. I don't know, to be exact. I cannot give you exact numbers here, but people were much more into the spiritual faith, they were more into obeying the commandments. They were more into loving their neighbors. And we know for a fact also that, for example, in the States, again, when people started doing that, when people started obeying the commandments and started to believe in the Son of God, Jesus Yeshua, when Christianity took over the States, there was a lot of fruit. There was a lot of abundance, taking place. The States became a very, very wealthy country, a very, very prosperous country, and socially, of course, as well. But now I hear lots of people, going away, going abroad, from the States to other countries. Especially I find that people who they had a different lifestyle, like they were into this LGBT thing, which I don't even want to mention the names of this. They try to go somewhere else, and they justify themselves saying, "Oh, because of Trump, I'm going abroad. I'm going out of the country." So, anyways, what I wanted to convey here is, and I want to paraphrase what Jesus Yeshua said, that whoever is whoever is not with us is against us. So, what did he mean by that? He means you either believe in him or you don't believe in him. You either dedicate yourself to him or you don't. If you just say that you are, if you just say that you're a Christian but you don't walk the talk, you're not a Christian, actually, because what makes you a Christian is not the talk, but is rather the walk, and I mean walking, not the walk, because it could be misunderstood. So in the UK, Holland, Italy, Germany, there was a lot of many people used to go into churches, and I would be surprised if I find a church in the West today that is filled with people. And people now in the West, watching on TV especially all this unrest taking place. I've seen some videos, telling, giving rationale about what's going on with immigration, illegal immigration, and with this dark evil forces brought in the West by this immigration. Actually, I think the original sin is that Europeans, that the Western people, Western world, they just turn their backs, and I'm saying this, I'm being emphatic here, they turn their back to to the Creator. They turned their backs to Jesus Yeshua, and they focused more on the things that corrupt your soul, like the these woke things, all these LGBT things, which are punishable, in the scriptures. And I don't care if you're saying that, oh, don't be judgmental and stuff. I'm just quoting you the scriptures here, and scriptures are judgmental about these things, because you either want to be holy. God says, be holy because I'm holy. What is holy? Holy means to be separate from the world, to be with Jesus. If you want to be with Jesus, you should obey his commandments. And that brings us to the part that we have to not only to remind ourselves about only the grace that we're saved. We are saved by the grace of God, but we also need to keep the commandments now that we are saved. So what makes us Christians? The fact that we believe in God. We are saved because of our faith in God. But what makes us what testifies? What is the testimony that we give? To people and to our Creator that we are saved is our actions. It's actually the commandments, and the commandments are none other than the law of Moses. So I really want to convey you here, my dear brothers and sisters, to not turn your backs to the Creator anymore, but just turn to your Bibles, and you will learn about the light, and what is the light, and the light is better than the darkness. So this is why the Western world is becoming darkness, because the absence of light is darkness. Where is no light, there is darkness, actually. Yeah, there is no neutral dimension here. You either are in light or you're in darkness. You either have Jesus or you have demons. You open up, you neglect Jesus, you open up the doors to demons. You're going to the parties, doing things that you put yourself in front of many dangerous spiritual world things. So again, I wanted to encourage you guys to go back to the scriptures, open the Bibles, and you will find out that Jesus Yeshua is the Son of living God, and without him you cannot have the light that you're looking for. If you're looking for the light, you will find it only in Jesus Yeshua. Well, that was it for today. Until the next episode. Bye.